Okay, after many false starts, we are rolling now, my friends. It's the comedy show of your dreams. This is Lou Martin, and I have Awakened Spirits Network, and I have my dear friends, Viivika Sophia Kalma and David Maria. You're not. Yes, and there we go. I got that. So welcome, guys. Good to have you. How are you doing?
Oh, dear God, we're doing wonderfully. It is an incredible moment to be here.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's as you know, Lou, it's such immense joy to be here with you and share this space with everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you may need to rename your show the Awakened Spirits Comedy Network.
Yes, yes, good suggestion. Great. Well, we're on the eve. We're really at a Gateway Day, which is 4/4, April 4th, 2025, and you have both created. You put out for people to come and join you tomorrow on April the 5th, 9 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central European Time. That's 5 p.m. in Ireland for your 4/4 Gateway meditation. Can you talk a little bit about that, or anything else that's on your hearts here today? It's great to hang out with you.
We do these meditations once a month on the natural gateways, and the gateway isn't just like one day. It's a spectrum where the energy field opens, and it stays open past the other day, and we share meditation that is mostly spontaneous, although sometimes we get an inkling of what it is beforehand. Most of the time it's predominantly spontaneous with just the energy of the moment.
Right.
It's a wonderful opportunity to get together and just everybody share their presence with each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Yes.
they are a celebration of this new always. And right now that we're both feeling with David that this next meditation, it's definitely it's celebration of this joy. This is our natural state of our beingness, this purity, innocence, and it's sometimes expressed itself as this childish, purest expression of joy, what we experienced with you, Lou, before we started today also.
Yes.
There is such a freedom if you look into how children playing and how they smoothly just changing their roles and how joyful they are and how they express all that they feel. And this is how transparent and pure we're becoming.
Beautiful.
Through this resurrection process. And this is what we feel right now, this immense joy, and there is no outer influences of that. And there is no outer reflection of this joy that usually as human beings we felt this joy when it was connected with some outer events or with outer sources of joy. Now it's becoming from the very core of ourselves.
Right.
Just such a joy to be here.
Yes. Yes.
Be who we are.
Yes. Yes.
And share it with each other.
Yes. You're saying it beautifully. Yeah. Well, as you said, we were just this side of hysterical, the three of us, before we got on. And this week has absolutely been filled with miracles and many synchronicities and opportunities and grace. So I think the energy before the eclipse For me personally, I'd love to hear your experience, but before the eclipse is quite challenging, you know, and things seem to be, you know, we seem to have reached the top of the hill. You know, in my bike riding days, you get up to the top of the hill, and then you can cruise down the other side with the wind, you know, in your hair and the bugs in your teeth, and just have a great ride. And it feels like the ride has become a lot easier at the moment. Is that your sense of it as well?
Depends on the moment. So
Right, fair enough.
there's still the concept of keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times.
Sure, sure,
So
sure.
during the spring eclipse portal,
Yeah,
any time there is an eclipse, no matter if it's a partial eclipse or a full, no matter if it's lunar or solar, doesn't matter.
yeah,
There is a cessation of the momentum that we're all going, like as we live our daily lives, we go through our day, and that has a momentum to it.
yeah,
And when there is an eclipse, everything suspends just for a little while. And it's an opportunity to let go. It's an opportunity, an incredible opportunity to release whatever's willing to come up and be released. And that depends upon our own, where we are in our own internal journey.
yep, yep.
And one of the things that happens is that when we have reached the place, and I don't even like when we've come to the place to where we no longer project an outside of ourselves. We no longer look outside and believe that that's real.
Right.
When we cross that threshold, because it is a threshold, it's like an event horizon, that once we cross it, we don't get to go back anymore. We've seen through the rabbit hole, and the pupil in our eyes becomes a black hole, and it starts to pull all of the stuff that we have projected out, begins to pull it in so that we can become aware of it.
Okay. Interesting.
And in that journey, we begin to realize who we are. We're no longer looking outside. Outside is still there, but we don't believe it the same way that we did. Now it's just a presence that we experience.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's very good.
This is what David describes as how this our realities will be reversed, because we have what we experienced before, these reversed realities, and now we're starting to experience the truth of that we are, and how we're creating and starting to remember the truth that we are the source of all creation. And when David told about these black holes and our when we'll connect with our core essence, the core of our all creation, then happening this like flip in our realities, and we will merge with the eye of source, all seeing eye, and then happening this process in our eyes also. So they're literally becoming black hole, and they are connected with 0 point black hole in our heart. So and when we're going through our rebirth process,
Mhm.
and this process is always have been triggered by energy of Divine Mother, which is helping restore our full balance in our bodies through the principles of destruction and creation. So simultaneously we feel how all the levels, layers of our old self like merging into this infinite core of creation,
Mhm.
through
Yes.
our hearts, through our eyes, and we literally feeling sometimes that we are dying. Sometimes it can be even really physically intense process, because all of our physical body, emotional, mental, spiritual body, all they dissolve into nothingness.
Yeah.
And same time we experiencing this rebirth, this creation, this is destructive force. We dissolving our own self, and same time we experiencing this rebirth, this true self coming forth, and then we feel this expansion and this different beautiful states of consciousness, our new light body. And when we feel these periods of this cataclysm with this destructive force, then we feel this inner solar fire, and it may be really intense. And when we feel these forces of anabolism, these
Forces of
forces of creation, then we feel this beautiful higher vibration, and beautiful states of love, and they both happening simultaneously. And both these forces coming from and emanates from the core of all creation. So this is what we all experiencing right now in collective. And when we sometimes looking outside and seeing this chaos in outer world,
yeah.
this destructive force right now,
Mhm.
this all dissolving, and at the same time we seeing also how this new emerging,
Right. Right.
and it's happening with all of us
And
Yeah.
there's simultaneous processes.
Yeah. Yeah.
until we complete.
Right. Right. It's accelerating in waves.
Mm.
And ironically, the more we dissolve, the more we expand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you've got to do one before you can do the other, I think.
And then in when we feel this destructive force, and when we feel how our old self is dissolving, and we can feel this really deep grief and sadness sometimes, and melancholy, that are related to with this process. And the more we have resistance to that,
Yeah.
then it can express itself as suffering.
Yeah.
The more we surrendering, the more it's we going through this process with ease and grace. And the shorter this period is, it's we releasing all this old baggage what we carried through many lifetimes, through all our lifetimes, and also in this lifetime, all this attachment, everything that somehow still creates in some level attachment connection to this old.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
And as we all know, whenever we want to fly somewhere, we have to pay for the baggage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's better to just leave the baggage and drop it and let it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that sounds trite and almost silly, but it is a process of letting go of everything that we believed,
Yeah.
including ourselves.
Yeah, our idea of ourselves.
Whatever it is that we think we are.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
And it is so important because it's these old constructs. When we're talking about our lower selves and all this time construct, we experience this our mortal beingness,
Right.
our human beingness here. But like now, we're becoming something else. We becoming immortal, infinite,
Yes.
and this is a part of when we're releasing these time constructs
Right.
to become this timeless, immortal being.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And this is outside of any old constructs, and sometimes it may feel even scary to our lower selves.
To our egos.
Yeah, because we have been stretched so out of any familiar constructs, and there is nothing to hold on anymore
Yes.
to our human mind, and our human mind is not present even when we expanding
Right. Right.
out of all these old constructions.
Yes. Yes. That's beautiful. Um, yeah. My teacher Lazarus, talks about eternal moments, and that when we're in love, in the vibration of love, unconditional love, we are back in the infinite and the absolute and the unconditional and the eternal. And as you're saying, each of you so beautifully, this is what this is what ascension is basically is letting go of our illusions of separation and our attachment to the ego and old ideas of self, and being willing to wake up and stay awake, and to surrender, acknowledge, surrender, and release is the way my guides put it to me, of what no longer serves us, which are the shadows and the wounds and the judgments, the pain and the fear, the guilt, shame, blame game, we like to call it. It keeps it simple, and come back to love, joy, appreciation, gratitude, the aspects of self that are infinite and expansive and so much more fun, as we were saying earlier before we started here. Freedom. It's a huge blast of freedom, is what I'm feeling from the eclipse and the equinox and all this new energy that we're riding into. And do you have a sense of any particular? I want to read what you've written here, David, about the meditation. But I'm going to ask you here in a minute, just any sense of anything in particular about this month or this gateway that stands out to you?
First off, what was written there about the meditation was written by Viivika, not by me.
Very good.
So
Sorry, Viivika.
I always want to make sure that credit is given to where credit is
I'm
due.
happy to know that. Sure, of course.
So
It's beautifully written.
it is.
Yeah. Let me just share that then. We'll take a second here. Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, because it's a pleasure. And Viivika, I always love sharing your posts. You express yourself very beautifully. And I can only imagine, the gymnastics that you have to go through with English as a second language, and to express, these deep metaphysical, spiritual concepts. I remember when I was living in Vienna and channeling there, for people to translate loose metaphysics into German, their circuits used to be fried at the end of the day, so I know what a challenge these languages can be, and you do it so beautifully. So here's Viivika's piece for this month. Yeah, am I doing okay? The monthly transformative United Heart meditations are part of the new breath of creation. That's gorgeous. This unified field of love, or the unity field we are holding as one, in capitals, is the foundation of synchronicities and miracles. At our monthly Gateway meditations, we share various current topics, and together we dig deeper into our core essence, embodying within ourselves the remembrance of ourselves as creator. All of this, it's a transmission, we're getting the energy while sharing this. All of this happens outside the constructs of linear time, as we're just saying, because only in this way are we able to experience our true, limitless, timeless nature and overcome the limitations set by the human mind and ego. We use words to convey information, but the true transmission is in the form of light codes, primordial ultrasounds, and light, which is the language of source and which only our hearts are able to receive and understand. The energy exchange is your donation of whatever you wish to share. And everyone is welcome to join and share the presence. There's a note about the donation. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes, me too.
I still love it.
Me too. So take it wherever you like from there, my friends. Yeah.
It is just truth about who we all are. And I really love this concept about this living language of source, and that living language of source is literally all creation, everybody, everything. It's embodied in every cell, in every atom of our body. And when we're starting to open up to this deeper truth of ourselves, we're starting to remember that, and we're starting to feel that, we're starting to speak that, we're starting to emanate that. We're starting to understand that we're starting to understand other souls, their heart language. And this is a very core of unity.
Yeah. Yeah.
The living language of love, living language of source.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Well,
we are dissolving so deeply that there's nothing left. And yeah, something may arise every now and then. Still does for me. Still does for her. Still does for you. Still does for everybody listening today or watching. And yet it doesn't matter, because it's just a process. It happens as quickly or as slowly as each one of us desires for it to be, because it's up to us. What's that expression? We can travel with ease and grace, or we can be drug kicking and screaming. One way or the other, we're going to go.
Yes.
And that, let me just express that in context, because there's a lot of people in the chaos of the world right now kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
And that's okay. We just don't have to be involved in that ourselves personally.
Yeah.
We don't have to identify with the kicking and screaming and the chaos that's going on in the outer world, because it's just a transition of revealing. A lot of people have forgotten that that's what this time is. It is a destructive time, but not destroying the world. It's revealing the undercurrent of how the world is running on kind of autopilot.
Good phrase.
So that everybody can see and can reinforce within inside themselves the choices that they want to make. Do you want to identify with chaos and kicking and screaming, or do you want to flow more with ease and grace? It's up to each one of us to make the choice that we wish.
Sure.
And sometimes I'm in that ease and grace, sometimes so is she. And sometimes I'm definitely in the kicking and screaming phase.
Right. Right.
It's a most time it's there is still this core piece, even when we are connected with our true core, the core of creation. Then even when you're going through these periods when you still dissolve this your old self, there is still this core peace
Sure.
and knowingness, and you don't dive anymore so deep into this. For example, some traumas and or collective energies that releasing. Even when you feel that, you're still holding this neutral state of love. It's really different. It's coming. It's going to be easier and easier and easier all the time. The more deeper you are connected
Yeah.
with your core essence, and this is what many people experience in outer world right now. The core wounds that we all had right now really active, that they can it is a part of this healing process and healing crisis. And also the mother energy, it's calling forth these wounded children within people.
Yeah.
These children, they can literally act as children. So sometimes when they feel that, it's like you're trying to take some toy away from the child.
Right.
This is as many people right now feeling when they're losing something, some outer sources of love, for example. They acting like children. They feeling this lost, and then like this is what David refer kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
As children do when something you
Yeah.
take away, and yeah, it's literally, and this is related to this inner healing process, to this this inner children that really active right now. But this is all the part of collective healing.
Yes.
And then when these parts of ourselves are healed, then coming forth is our true inner child, our Christed child, our true essence, this source of joy, this source of this immense love. And like we joked before, we
Yeah.
with you and David, that this is how it feels for me right now. It's I in state of this Hakuna Matata for the rest of my days. It's exactly how it feels. Whatever going on in outer world, it doesn't mean that we don't feel any compassion, or of course we feel it's infinite compassion and love, but same time you also feeling this what's really happening, this immense joy that this new is here, that we all are this embodiment of this new era of peace and love, and it brings such a fulfillment into our hearts.
Yes.
And such a joy, and we all becoming that. It's not that it's coming outer, that we waiting this outer reflection in outer world, that when it's coming, it's internal process.
Yes.
We are embodiment of this new era.
Yes.
And the more we're starting to feel that, the more others also.
Yeah.
It's available for others also, because we are all one.
Yeah. Beautiful. Music to my ears, my friend. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely beautiful.
And it's no longer, as a child, necessary to lay down on the middle of the floor in the grocery store and start screaming.
That's a relief.
And everybody's looking at your mother going, "What's wrong with your child?
Right.
Control your child."
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. It's my guys say it comes to us by coming through us, and the more we are aware of it, the more we're receptive to it.
And
And
it not only comes through us, Lou, it comes through us as us.
sure, who we truly are.
It's who we are.
Yes, I'm with you, David. Yes, beautiful.
And this is this living language of love, living language of source. And this is the very essence, and you're just translating this energy, what you are, what coming through you as source.
Yes.
We can call it this living language of source, or breath of creation, or however we can put any labels to that, but it's the same essence what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Well, that feels very full to me for this moment with the two of you. I'm always very glad to invite you to give us a little loving transmission, either of you, both of you, as you're inspired to do so. And if there's anything else you want to add to that, but that I think that gives people a good idea of what to look forward to tomorrow. And I just want to say again that David and Viivika are just two of my dearest friends, and the light work and the loving service that they do, thank you, is just a joy. So I'm really thrilled that we're doing weekly updates as we head into the summer here, from spring into the summer, and as the energies, just keep going like that. I feel very blessed to have you both in my life at all, and let alone all the interactions that we've had together, and all the times that I'm looking forward to being on the journey with you both. So I just want everyone to take time and check out the website, which is what are we calling it today, David? The Eden Temple?
Today, what is the domain name of the day?
Yes, that's my question to you.
Currently, most of the switch has been done.
Yeah.
So if you type the edentemplate.com, you will end up on the Eden Temple.
Very good.
There hasn't been a full shift of the name on all of the images that are on the website. It's a process. We do have more work to do than just to work on the website.
Well, if I weren't giving you a hard time, you'd think I didn't care, David. So
And part of that is just having fun. Plus, my 6-month lease in the house that I'm living with is coming to an end next Tuesday. So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'll be moving into another house for a couple of months.
Right.
So there's a lot going on.
Yes.
Plus developing classes and courses, plus just the ongoing daily life.
Sure.
But right now, if you type either address, doesn't matter, the Eden Template or the Eden Temple, it will come to our site.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
And this is beautiful creation of David.
Yes. Yes.
His handwritings.
Well, I think it's teamwork, is the deal. And in terms of future classes and workshops, I'm sure that is swirling together with both of you.
They're coming. As I mentioned, I'm going to be moving, and my focus has been finding another place temporarily.
Okay, sure.
And
I hear you. You've got a lot on your plate, but I know we can look forward to more exciting adventures together.
Absolutely. And
yes.
we look forward to all of them.
And sessions also. About sessions.
Next week. Okay. Next week. We have a fairly big announcement. There's what's going on. I'd like to wait until next week.
Okay. See, I was picking up on that,
Who were the Star Wars characters
exactly.
Star Trek characters that had little antennae?
Very good. Take me to your leader. Very, very good. Okay.
This is how we're playing with each other.
Yes.
This cosmic plays.
That's right.
There's no room for anybody to take themselves seriously anymore.
Life is too important to be taken seriously. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a beautiful play that we came to play here, and now we really feel, see, and understand this play, and that we are in play, and we
Yes.
are player, and we at the same time we are who is how it's in English, organizing all this
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm a little bit stuck with words in English. It doesn't flow so fluently as my mother language, or my true mother language is light.
Of course. Of course. Well, you do much better in English than I do in Estonian, Viivika. So, yeah, here's to you again, my friend. Would you, either of you, like to leave us with a little blessing as we finish up for today? Or have we filled the cup? Are we there? Up to you.
Of course, we will. How we do, how we want to do.
It's up to you.
Let's do it together, short blessings.
Okay.
Thank you.
We will share together with David. Short demo.
Yes,
Short
perfect. A little dessert after the big meal.
We're in demo mode now. Come back and join us for the real thing.
Exactly. It's a taster. Yes.
This promotional demo.
Right. Right. Right.
We're joking.
Truly.
It's your one afternoon free trial.
And first, as we always do in our classes, we will open the field, the temple space, through the sound and light, and we all opening up our stargates of our hearts, and we will unify as one portal of love, as one heart. Siriurum mukunsuroyam ketusuyin handatairan areyange kuruyi mukushungutumutuyi muhut. Itititititiam hundu pikindaki sairanehetam. And we will connect with the energy of joy, with this beautiful, beautiful expression of love, which brings so much freedom to express itself freely. It's really strong creative force. And we're calling forth your true inner child.
Feel the joyful exuberance. Feel the freedom, the incredible freedom that comes when we fully embody that divine child inside of us. When we let go of all of the silly things that we thought for a while were so important, that turn out to not be important at all. And we just tune into that deep joy within our hearts. And allow it to come out freely.
And feel how everything that somehow limited your heart, the true joy to express yourself freely, it's starting to dissolve. Everything that somehow limited your authentic expression of your true self as joy starting to dissolve. There is so much freedom. There is infinite field of love. And feel how Divine Mother welcoming you and how you are connecting with her through this playfulness, with this joy. How your heart is free to any limitations, to any beliefs that you carried within your heart, that this is not allowed, this is not okay to express yourself as you ever wanted to express yourself. There is no limitations, there is only love, there is only joy. And this is all you. Giritutu hinnadamatain. Giritituin andahin uima hateke kuimakshin. Huyanatata ratata inga kushungo sunguratan totumik. Hayanatam bikush.
Blessings.
Thank you, my friends. Beautiful.
Yes.
Perfect.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata to you. Yes, indeed. Thank you both so much. All my love. And everyone check out the Eden Temple or the Eden Template and get connected with their great work and wonderful teachings. And you can start tomorrow with the 4-4 gateway on 4-5, just to be convenient. And very grateful for your time and your consciousness. All my love. Thank you.
Much love to you too, Olu.
Okay.
We are so grateful for you, dear brother.
Thank you.
We always love to be with you.
Likewise. Likewise.